Pray with me, with nothing more than a thought. Perceive the shattered mirror and gaze unto endless perspective. Shatter your mind and put it back together. Be the key and the lock. Hear the heartbeat. Dried leaves crumble in my hands, only to be taken by the wind. And soon my footprints in the sand shall be swallowed by the tide, as if I never once walked this world. To drink from the well of eternity is to find the void. To drink from the well that is nothing is to have satisfied thirst, satisfied mind. I eat of the fruit of knowledge, and now I am ignorance. I am foolish. The reflection of the reflection knows not of its existence, and it is all I see now, as well as the echo of an echo. Listen unto all things, perceive of all senses and of the mind, find the makeup of our world. Through the eyes of what we have named God, everything is nothing, and nothing is everything. There is nothing more insane than the art of existing. Is it a miracle or a coincidence? Fate or luck? Perhaps it lays uncertain without experience and belief. We have, in fact, all received what is the delusion of the senses, and now insane we are, for they are all we could ever hope to see. The entirety of this reality is within our minds, and it is but a thought that we can change everything. I've often heard everything has a price, and by that I mean there is a delicate scale to balance, which more often than not seems to resemble more of a seesaw. The balance of life is death, and occasionally the price of clarity might be one's own sanity. If you understand your confusion, revel in it. Perhaps you are mad, or perhaps you are finally making sense of the world. At least if you understand your confusion. Making sense from nonsense, unaware of what is the delusion of reality. This world's entirety is in your head, and a mere thought can reach. And a mere thought can reach what far exceeds our own limitations. Truly, if I were insane, I would give up on this beautiful world. Instead, I preach perspective. Truly, if I were sane, I would give up on this ugly world. Instead, I preach perspective. Perspective holds the key and the lock, and our minds, they hold everything and nothing. As humans, It doesn't surprise me to know how often we undeniably limit ourselves to what we believe to be true. An example, perhaps, is a rubber duck. How we perceive a rubber duck as nothing more than a children's toy, instead of something that could inspire an age of heroes. It is and isn't. It isn't and is. Cryptic symbology, golden coat donning starlit feathers, beak of sunset, the duck that challenges life itself, to stay afloat above the waves that wish to drag it down. Surely it is I who could learn much from the sweet rubber duck, for I am but a man. The heroic symbol that could save millions. I do wonder, though, how does one float, and what is the liquid we drown in? Is it uncertainty that frightens us, or the awareness of uncertainty? Surely, if we proceed blindly, we will fall. So I must not proceed, correct? However, if one does not move, how will they move forward? Can one live by sitting still? Surely that would cost them their hunger as well as their sanity. Perhaps we must wait for the current of an opportunistic nature, or the soapy suds of desolation to dissolve. How long does one wait for opportunity? Is it abundant or scarce? I say, be the rubber duck or drown. We are so vulnerable to what life throws at us. We lose our health, our sensibilities, ourselves, and we risk being unable to breathe in such stressful environments, such turbulent waves without mercy. You are beyond the turmoil. You are the hero, ready to inspire and lead by example. You are the rubber duck. Our perception of things often locks us into a specific way of thought. It is our experience bias. Thus, we lose the ability to perceive other thoughts, ideas, and knowledge. We have so much knowledge in our age of wonder, the miracle of perception and perspective, of knowledge and lunacy. It is and isn't. It isn't and is. Of truth and lies, the broken mirror reflects all things as well as nothing. Does God exist? It is entirely dependent upon whose eyes you are looking through, as our most subjective questions only death can answer. Listen closely, and you can hear what we have named God's heartbeat, and see through all the fragments of perspective this reality has to hold. Listen closely, and you can hear the music that will brand you outcast and delusional. It is and isn't. It isn't and is. It is the very heart of divinity, to see beyond the surface and realize that there is always more sufficient knowledge to learn. Abandon the pride. Teach it. Know it. Learn. Humanity will open doors as well as close them. They will also lock them as well as unlock them. We are individuals, but also the whole, like the shattered mirror, connected yet fractured. Of course, there is no guidebook to life. We are all lost, We're all using the tools and knowledge we have available to us, given our experiences and our beliefs, that wholly shape our perspective. The duck knows how to float. We must float as well on the sea of ignorance before the sky of knowledge. Do you look at the same stars as I do? Connect your mind to mine. See the broken mirror. Questions present us with the opportunity to obtain a deeper understanding of everything, which ultimately leads us to the very heart of what we have named God, which is dependent on what we see as divinity. It could be logic. It could be nonsensical. Our minds can lead us to the endless fragments of the broken mirror, the ones that lie, the ones that reflect truth. It is everything as well as nothing. It is eternity as well as oblivion. You only need to open the door. We all have within us the unique ability to access this knowledge. Our perspective, our perception of reality and how we choose to approach it determines whether we are unlocking the doors to knowledge or if they will remain locked. Be brave, rubber duck, and float on when the waves crash. The waves could hope to pull you down. But you are stronger than the waves. We are all both the key and lock, and through knowledge and perspective, it is we that opens the doors to everything that is and isn't, both the good and bad, light and dark, of sun and moon, of nothing and everything, on the horizon, the in-between, the convergence of reality and non-existence. That is the realm where we seek, the realm of the mind, the realm of the thought, the realm of dreams. It is what will always connect us to the other realms, as well as what you see as divinity. It is perspective. It is the broken mirror. I urge you all to seek knowledge continuously and strive to understand the world around you more comprehensively. I hear God's very heartbeat, and with every beat I feel pure ecstasy. Or perhaps this is just a delusion. See through the broken mirror. I hear God's very heartbeat, and with every beat I feel pure ecstasy. But perhaps this is but of a delusion. See through the broken mirror of all fragments of reality as well as non-existence. Let your vision shatter. Let your mind know you are key and lock. You are hero. You are rubber duck that will inspire a new renaissance. You are the broken mirror. The acquisition of knowledge, it is sacred. If you see it that way, however, I'm not going to pretend I shouldn't question even that of my own beliefs. Doubt is belief. And belief is doubt, in accordance to this faith, the Eclipti faith. It is your perspective of divinity to which makes sacred. Find yourself a rock. The rock is sacred. It knows all things. Put it next to your ear Do you hear that? It is the heartbeat that will unlock the very nature of existence. Yet surely it can't be. Surely it is nothing more than a rock. Perspective is the key and the lock. All knowledge sought can be sacred as long as you perceive it that way. Socrates said, "I know one thing, that I know nothing." And we know that we may be blinded by our own perspective, our own knowledge of this reality. Buddha emphasized the importance of knowledge, stating that knowledge removes the darkness of ignorance. However, knowledge also adds the ignorance of knowing. The ignorance of right and wrong will lead us to obsolescence, directed by pride. Through the knowledge of perspective, we can better understand ourselves and the world around us, and in turn gain a deeper understanding to what it means to feel divinity. God both exists and does not. It depends on which fragment of the broken mirror you are looking through. The horizon, the convergence of reality and non-existence. You must feel them, the in-between, the dream. You are of a mind, a thought. Find the key and unlock all doors. Find what is God's heart. See it, feel it. Magnificent. It is the knowledge you sought. It is the love and kindness you felt. It is the clarity and confusion in your life. It is that which gives an imaginative insanity. It is that which gives sanity and rationality. It is all that makes sense. It is all that does not. It is perspective. Know everything, know nothing. For everything is nothing and nothing is everything, except the miracle of perspective, the miracle of the broken mirror. Experience what is the heart of divinity. It will be the loudest noise you have ever heard. The noise of silence, the noise of nothing. Pray with me, with nothing more than a thought. Perceive the shattered mirror and gaze onto endless perspective. Shatter your mind and put it back together. Be the key and lock. Hear the heartbeat. Listen to the music. Follow the dream. Subscribe or do not. That is your freedom.